that rope at dawn in a coat full of dust. Boot heels on pine, throat burned up with rust. The river wore fog like a widow wears black, and the bell in the steeple sent a cold answer back. 3 slow tolls for the gambler with a silver-toothed grin. 2 for Miss Ada still praying through her gin. I marked it in the hymnal with a shaking hand, while crows line the graveyard like a jury in the sand. Oh, the bells know their names and they call them one by one, through whiskey, air, and shadow where the light don't run. They ring for the living, but they answer for the gone. And every hollow echo says, who won't see Sunday morn? Lord, I hear them plain as rain on a railroad line. The bells know their names, and someday they'll ring mine. Caleb's mule came dragging home alone, his revolver and hat in the weeds by the stone. Miss Ada's window stayed dark when the supper fire burned, and the gambler's chair at the tavern never turned. Each evening brought another in that iron blood tune, like a devil tapping numbers by the light of the moon. I quit asking heaven what a poor man ought to do when the bell started speaking in a voice I knew. So I climbed that steeple high with a bottle and a plea. Said, why show me the faces if mercy ain't for me? The rope went still as a hangman, then the whole tower sighed, and one long note fell black as a railroad suicide. Oh, the bells know their names and they call them one by one, through whiskey, air, and shadow where the light don't run. They ring for the living, but they answer for the gone. And every hollow echo says, who won't see Sunday morn? Lord, I hear them plain as rain on a railroad line. The bells know their names, and tonight they rang mine. Midnight by the railroad line, moon like a nickel, thin and blind. Found a blacked out Chevy in the kudzu grave. No plates, no driver, just a cold wind wave. Dust on the hood like funeral ash, whiskey on my breath and my nerves near cracked. Then the dash lit up in a cigarette shine, numbers crawled upward like a warning sign. That odometer rolled like a dead man's prayer, ticking toward the day that brought me here. Month and day, then the year in red, like the road knew the hour my mama bled. I hauled a wreck away, but it won't stay gone. Same ghost car on a different road by dawn. Lord, them wheels keep turning, though the engine ain't. Counting up to my birth like a sinner to saint. next night by a crossroads south of Tupelo, there it sat again where the black pines grow. Same cracked mirror, same revolver smell, same backseat shadow like a mouth of hell. I touched the door, my skin went numb. Heard my daddy's cough and a church bell hum. On the seat lay keys and a photograph, me as a baby on my mother's lap. I chained the devil wreck and drag it through the clay, but every mile I stole it took my past away. At sunrise the gauge hit my birthday true, and the rear view showed one man turned two. That odometer rolled like a dead man's prayer, ticking toward the day that brought me here. Month and day, then the year in red, like the road knew the hour my mama bled. I haul a wreck away, but it won't stay gone. Same ghost car on a different road by dawn. Loading wheels keep turning through the engine name, counting up to my birth like a sinner to saint. I stitch old leather by a yellow courthouse light, needle humming low through another whiskey night. Railroad wind was rattling the panes like bones when the preacher laid his Sunday brogans down alone. There was graveyard clay in the heel and the seam, red as the ridge where they bury the mean. I crossed myself as fat dust, said a half-broke prayer, 'cause I shined that pair this morning and death weren't there. Mud for the living, dirt for the damned, fresh from a grave that ain't claimed a man. Every soul's got a secret, every track leaves a lie, and the dead keep calling with a crow-black sky. Mud for the living, cold as a gun, tell me who they're burying before the job is done. Then came the banker with a silver-headed cane, and the widow's Sunday slippers, both wearing the same black loam from the hillside where the iron gates lean, where I carved their names in my head, though they still breathe clean. I follow moon tracks past the pines and stones, heard shovels in the dark and the soft dirt groan. Saw lanterns swing low on the edge of the plot, men measuring graves for folks not dead yet not. My old revolver shook like a sinner's hand. Truth is a hard road through cursed land. By dawn my shop was burning and the ledger was gone, but that graveyard mud keeps dragging on. Mud for the living, dirt for the damned, fresh from a grave that ain't claimed a man. Every soul's got a secret, every track leaves a lie, and the dead keep calling with a crow-black sky. Mud for the living, cold as a gun. Tell me who they're burying before the job is done. I ran white lightning down a red clay line, Ford flathead rattling past the county sign. Dust on the windshield, revolver by my knee. Ain't much in this world ever waited on me, but old Widow Bell by the railroad ties said, boy, don't cork that shine past 7 nights, 'cause glass remembers what the grave won't keep, and the jars wake hungry when the pines don't sleep. On the 8 dark midnight, beneath a crooked moon, them mason jars were humming like a funeral tune. No whiskey in them, just faces pale and thin. Every soul I outran, looking back through the gin. Lord, the shelf starts shaking, and the shadows sing. 7 days shine ain't preserving no drink. Shack, and my brother's last breath came drifting back. Smelled like wet iron, smoke and rain, like boxcar sorrow and a preacher's pain. His eyes rolled open in the kerosene light. Said, you left me bleeding on a switchyard night. Then every sealed jar on that splintered wall started carving up names I can't outrun at all. So I drove to the crossroads at the edge of dawn, poured them in the ditch where the kudzu's drawn. The earth drank deep and the clay turned black. Now the dead ride shotgun, and they won't climb back. On the 8 dark midnight, beneath a crooked moon, them mason jars were humming like a funeral tune. No whiskey in them, just faces pale and thin. Every soul I outran, looking back through the gin. Lord, the shelf starts shaking, and the shadows sing. 7 days shine ain't preserving no drink. Off Highway 9 by the flickering sign, to the room where the roaches pray. Neon buzz like a widow's hymn, whiskey and dust on a sinkhole grave by the ice machine hum in the midnight hall. I heard it cough like a dying mule, spit a crystal cube in my calloused hand with a boy's last breath froze clear and cruel. The motel ice machine keeps the devils cold, cuts little diamonds from the sins we hold. Blood in the rear view, smoke on the rails, tears in a shotgun bride's white veil. Drop one in your bourbon, hear the old ghost scream. Every cube's a coffin from a broke down dream. Lord, I see my soul in that blue lit gleam down at the ice machine. Next cube held a fire in a trailer lot, a woman's ring and a blackened pan, one shoulder drifter with a railroad stare, hand on a revolver, dust on his hands. Then one rolled out with my daddy's truck that ditched the rain and my mother's cry. I watched my young self in the shattered glass, learning how a man can live and die. I fed that machine my last $10, like paying tithe to a frozen grave. But some things melt when the bottle sweats, and some wounds stay like the brands we gave. The motel ice machine keeps the devils cold, cuts little diamonds from the sins we hold. Blood in the rear view, smoke on the rails, tears in a shotgun bride's white veil. Drop one in your bourbon, hear the old ghost scream. Every cube's a coffin from a broke down dream. Lord, I left that dawn, but it still haunts me, that ice machine. That ice machine. I drag that yellow machine through a moonlit county line, painting fresh bones on the blacktop, whiskey steady in my mind. Sheriff said keep 'em straight, boy, but the tar began to hum like a railroad in the pines when the judgment train has come. Every stripe lit blue, white, silver in the rear view of the night, and the ravens on the wire leaned in close to watch them shine. Yeah. Ghost lines glowing where the lost souls ride, leading drunk men and dreamers to the wrecks they got inside. I painted tomorrow, sorrow on that devil's stretcher road. Now the ditches bloom with headlights where no broken metal show. Those lines, oh, they pistol from the glove, straight into the dark ahead where mercy never was. First came a preacher in a Cadillac, singing low through broken teeth. He swerved to something I couldn't see and kissed the willow tree. Then a girl in her daddy's pickup, red dress shaking from the cold, followed my stripes like a hymn gone wrong and vanished in the smoke. By dawn I found no twisted fenders, no glass, no blood, no cries, just tire marks stopping sudden where the future opened wide. I laid my brush down by the crossroads, heard a soft voice say my name. Every man that marks a passage has to answer for the flame. Ghost lines glowing where the lost souls ride, leading drunk men and dreamers to the wrecks they got inside. I painted tomorrow's sorrow on that devil's stretch of road. Now I see my own truck coming with a halo in the chrome. Ghost lines, Lord, they pull like a pistol from a glove, straight into the dark ahead where mercy never was. I run a pawn shop off a railroad bend, dust on the bottles, whiskey on my breath again. A widow brought a locket, a drifter brought a ring, a preacher's boy a pearl-handled 38 with a broken spring. I told him no, ain't touching what the now won't name. Watched them leave in the rain like sparks from a freight train. Then morning came crawling through the bars and the grime, and there they sat on my shelves with my own cursed prize. Tags in my hand, but I never wrote them down. Same crooked numbers hanging all around. Yeah. Very few sin, every sorrow I denied. Came back through the shadows with my hand riding tight. Lord, that ink looked black as a graveyard moon, like the devil keeps my ledger, and he's settling soon. That locket clicked open, had my mama's face inside. That ring held a river where my first good woman died. The pearl handle revolver spun cold beneath the light. 6 empty little sermons staring through the night. I locked the front door, heard boots on the pine. No man in the window, just my name on a sign. And keeps my ledger, and it's settling soon. I was riding shotgun with a camera and a prayer, chasing black vein clouds through the Oklahoma air. Whiskey in a thermos, dust in my teeth. Sirens sang like railroads dragging chains beneath. And through the spinning cinder, where the dead cows lay, stood a whitewashed farmhouse in the Devil's Way. No road on the atlas, no name on the line, but every twister bowed to that porcupine. That house in the funnel, Lord, it waits like sin. Screen door creaking soft while the wind caves in. Revolver moon above it, shadows at the sill. Every storm rolls over, but it's standing still. Ain't on no map, but it knows my name. That house in the funnel calls me just the same. I ran back the footage in a motel's neon glow. Kansas, Texas, Arkansas, same place in every blow. Same red barn half burned, same scarecrow grin. Same woman on the porch with a lantern in the wind. Sheriff said, boy, that farm burned down years ago. Took a preacher and his children in a cycling undertow. But I heard tires on gravel where no road should be, and her voice through the static saying, come on home to me. So I followed that twister like a hound on a chain. Crossroads full of raven sky, smelling the rain. Left my truck by the ditch when the black wall climbed. Stepped onto that porch like I was out of time. That house in the funnel, Lord, it waits like sin. Screen door creaking soft while the wind caves in. Revolver moon above it, shadows at the sill. Every storm rolls over, but it's standing still. Ain't on no map, but it knows my name. That house in the funnel calls me just the same. Some come up blood red on the Calician thorn. I was riding that boundary since the day I was born, with a spool of mean wire and a hammer in my hand, keeping wolves and drifters off this dry bone land. But every place I mended by the mesquite stones, by midnight the steel curled back into hangman's bone. Wind through the barb sang low like a funeral rhyme, and the loops kept growing where boot tracks crossed the line. Nooses on the line, swinging in the moon, like the devil knew the footsteps, and he whistled me the tune. Dust on my Bible, whiskey on my breath, every trespass mark bloomed. The little gate to death, Nooses on the line. Lord, I never tired, but they're waiting in the shadows where the guilty always ride. First was a cattle thief with a revolver and a grin. Found him at daybreak with the crows all closing in. Then came my brother, mean from cards and rye, chasing my last acre with a railroad in his eye. I ran through cedar darkness, begging heaven for a sign, but the wire had done its judging at the crossing by the pine. His boots hung still as Sunday, my heart dropped like a stone, and I heard those fences creaking call my own name home. Home, now I ride that boundary, but I never mended night, 'cause the land keeps its ledger and the wire remembers right. Nooses on the line, swinging in the moon, like the devil knew the footsteps, and he whistled me the tune. Dust on my Bible, whiskey on my breath, every trespass mark blooms. A little gate to death, Nooses on the line, and one bears my name. When I cross my own bad shadow, it'll know me just the same.